Stevie, back into the starting side obviously and playing alongside Alex Rufer at the moment. How are you finding that partnership?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously didn't get a chance to play with each other in pre-season, so it's good to finally get the chance. And yeah, I think we're bonding well and we just got to keep going.
Is it a challenge at all to play with someone you haven't played alongside at all?
It is if the person you're working with, if you don't really get along and you don't understand football, but we're both players that have quite smart football intelligence, so that makes everything easier, and yeah, we're getting the hang of it.
How do you assess where this team is at the moment? The table's so tight, we're about halfway through, just over halfway through the season. How do you assess where you are?
Yeah, it is very tight. One win gets you up to whatever, and then the other way it goes both ways, so it's very tight, but I think we're in a position that we think we should be better. We've dropped a lot of points from leading positions, so that's something we're looking at, and I think we need to be better as a team. But yeah, it's 1 or 2 games away from being second or third, and like I said, the other way, so it's very tight. But I think we are performing well with the ball, and we just got to tighten a few things up defensively and just get those results. What
are the conversations you have around dropping points from leading positions? I mean, you were ahead of Perth, you were ahead of Victory. What conversations come out of those games?
A bit of everything, just where we need to be better. That's the main thing, because that's what makes teams better, is identifying what went wrong and why. So they're the things that we're looking at, and we need to obviously identify and as soon as possible.
Macarthur came here, and you had a comfortable win over them when they were here. They had got a bit of a hiding last week from Melbourne City. How do you assess the challenge you'll face on Sunday?
It's not going to be easy. Obviously, coming off a result like that, it's you want to, as a club, turn around. And I've been in that position before, and sometimes your best performances come out after post those games. So it's important that we do the simple things right and do the things that are going to win us the game, and not be complacent thinking, oh, they're under us on the table, it's going to be an easy game. There's no easy games at the moment, and I don't think there's any easy games in the A-League. So we've got to go in with the right mindset and just play our game.
When you come up against a side like Macarthur with Davila on their roster, clearly a wonderful player, do you put extra focus on making sure that you look after him?
Not necessarily. I think he's an excellent player, and we all know him from when he was here and what he did and what he can do as a footballer. But I think as a structure, we don't change too much depending on certain players. It's something that I found quite interesting, and I've enjoyed it a lot, because it lets you get involved in a system and stick with it. So I think, yeah, we have to be wary of him. We know his strengths, but we're not going to focus too much on just one player.
You've been around this league for a while. I mean, Melbourne City are being Melbourne City. They've kind of cleared out a little bit. Everybody else is so tight. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one for me. It's like I said, I was talking to a few of the boys the other week. It's probably the closest I've seen the competition since I've been here. So it's exciting, and I think we're getting exciting games. Maybe not as exciting for the coaches on the sideline, because for losing their get a bit more grey hairs, I'm going to say. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what to put it down to. It's just an exciting year. But yeah, we want to sort of try to break out of that pact and go on a little run.
And just back to your involvement now in terms of starting games, that for a while you were coming off the bench. Was that a change you had to make in terms of your fitness starting from minute one, or is there really no change to make there?
No, not really. As a footballer, there's teams that go out there, and there's certain structures that the coach thinks is going to win the games, and that's football. So you have to adapt, and there's no point sitting around sulking about it. You've got to move on and work hard and be there for the team, and that's what you got to do. So, like I said, it's a thing that you have to be behind the boys, whoever's playing.
And just lastly from me, you're on a 1-year contract here. Have you started to talk to the club about what might lie ahead?
I haven't thought that far yet, so I'm not going to get into that. We'll get to that when we need to. But yeah, like I said, I'm just focused on these next few games and go from there. Thank you.
With Clayton's injury, I guess, how has that changed your role in the team and in midfield?
Not too much. Like I said, everyone knows the structure here, so it's boys coming in, doing their job, and sticking to that structure. So I don't think much has changed. It's just personnel a little bit, and just, like I said, getting that connection with Alex at the moment.
As an Aussie, I guess, what's it like coming to a team like the Phoenix, quite a New Zealand team? I guess we don't often see Aussies coming over here. We see Kiwis going over there. So I don't know, just what's that like for an Australian coming here?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's been good. The whole setup here, the facilities and everything, the coaching staff, I've loved it. There's a good mix between a few young Aussie boys and a good mix of very good Kiwi players. So it's good to see the other side of it. Obviously playing against it for years, but yeah, I'm really enjoying my time.
Yeah. Are there differences that you've noticed?
Not really. It's A-League is the A-League, so you sort of know what you're going to get. But like the quality of players, I feel is very. I was very impressed coming here, like seeing the likes of Ben Waine and Costa, and seeing all these big international players, and to see them every day. It's very good to see the level they're at.
The table's obviously so tight. I guess what do you guys as a collective need to do to maintain yourselves in that top 6?
Just win games and hold out games. We seem to be going up, and we just got to stay up. For me, it's very simple. There's no other way to put it.